Welcome to the book of Psalms and how it applies to the modern day Christian. Psalm 11. Faith in the Lord's righteousness. In the Lord I put my trust. How can you say to my soul, flee as a bird to your mountain? For look, the wicked bend their bow, they make ready their arrow on the string, that they may shoot secretly at the upright in heart. If the foundations are destroyed, what can the righteous do? The Lord is in his holy temple. The Lord's throne is in heaven. His eyes behold, his eyelids test the sons of men. The Lord tests the righteous, but the wicked and the one who loves violence his soul hates. Upon the wicked he will rain coals, fire and brimstone, and a burning wind shall be the portion of their cup. For the Lord is righteous, he loves righteousness, his countenance beholds the upright. The circumstances leading to this write-up by David is not known, but from all indications, he was in great distress either from King Saul's persecution or under the duress of his own son Absalom's rebellion. Verse 1. Flee as a bird to your mountain. This phrase may be a proverbial expression, but David had learned from his life as a shepherd when he fought and killed lions with his bare hands to the time he killed Goliath, the great giant, with a sling, to put his whole trust in God and in God alone. Verse 2. Bend their bow and shoot at the upright in heart means when lawlessness, rebellion, disobedience, wickedness, and everything that spells wrong and evil becomes the acceptable norm and is applauded and exalted over what is good, right, godly, noble, and true. When this happens, the upright in heart is alarmed and concerned and is filled with uncountable questions about the future of the righteous and their children. Hence the rhetorical question in verse 3. If the foundations be destroyed, what can the righteous do? But the answer to this question is found in the opening statement in verse 1. In the Lord I put my trust. Brethren, in life's helpless situations, when the problems are weightier than you can handle, don't give up on prayer. Continue to pray and trust in the living God to intervene in his own time. Let your absolute faith and trust in God be evident to all, including the persecutor. And by this absolute expression of your faith, you will sweep the problem and the enemy off their feet. Verses 4 to 7. The phrase, the Lord is in his holy temple, the Lord's throne is in heaven, is an old expression of the 20th century saying, God is still on the throne, or the Lord reigns, or in Akan, Nyamene Hene, meaning God is king. Therefore, when assailed with problems, attacks, and persecutions, be assured that God is still on the throne and is in total control of every situation. For all you know, it is a test from God. Hence the need for continuous prayer until deliverance comes. Verse 6 to 9. In these verses, David is of the affirmative that no evil will go unpunished before God, the righteous judge, who cannot be bribed and who is not a respecter of any person. If you are a leader and you misbehave, he will mete out the appropriate punishment. Even if you are rich, poor, noble, royal, or a servant, no evil will go unpunished. Righteous one, God is your defense. So when next you are overwhelmed with problems and attacks, do not flee to your mountain to seek help outside God. Rather, put your absolute trust in God. All is not lost. God still rules. He cannot fail. He must prevail in all circumstances. Therefore, have faith in God. He will definitely come to your rescue. Your absolute defiance of faith in God is a weapon on its own that can sweep the problem and the enemy from off their feet. Amen.